Welcome back to one more lecture on taxation. In our previous lecture, we have seen what is the meaning of Hindu undivided family, what is the meaning of a Koparsena, and what are the implications of tax with respect to computing income tax for Hindu undivided family, and the common predications that are available for computing taxable income of a Hindu undivided family. Now in this lecture, let me explain you about the computation of taxable income for a Hindu undivided family. Anyway, before explaining about the computation of taxable income for a Hindu undivided family, let me once again remind that if at all the member of a Hindu undivided family gets any income from any asset that is transferred to joint Hindu family without sufficient consideration, any such income is treated as the income in the hands of the individual but not as income of the Hindu undivided family. Similarly, if a person or member of a Hindu undivided family earns any income from any impartable asset, even such income is also taxable in the hands of the individual member only, but not in the hands of a Hindu undivided family. Similarly, if the Karta or head of the family of a Hindu undivided nature earns any remuneration or salary in respect of his contribution to a partnership firm wherein the investment is made from the assets of a Hindu undivided family, such income or remuneration earned by the Karta is taxable in the hands of Hindu undivided family. But on the other hand, if such Karta earns any amount of remuneration or salary for the services he renders to the partnership firm exclusively out of his aptitude or out of his personal interest or personal caliber, then such income is taxable in the hands of the individual Karta only, but not in the hands of Hindu undivided family. And there are certain other predications with respect to income tax. That is, for example, if the daughter of a Hindu undivided family acquires any ancestral property from her family, then any such income derived from such ancestral property given to the daughter is also treated as the individual income of daughter only, but not the income of Hindu undivided family. Now, let me explain you the process of computing taxable income for a Hindu undivided family. And the first step to compute the income tax or taxable income of a Hindu undivided family is to calculate the total income earned by a Hindu undivided family from all the different sources except income from salary, because for computing the taxable income of a Hindu undivided family, income from salary is not relevant. So income from all the four heads, namely income from house property, income from business or profession, income from capital gains, and income from other sources is taken into account to compute the taxable income of a Hindu undivided family, which is the first step in the process of computing the same. And the second step being calculating the income earned from other persons as stated in section 60 to 63, and any income that is earned from other persons is also added to the income of the SSC. And the third step is to calculate the gross total income of a Hindu undivided family by adding all the incomes earned by it from all the different sources, excluding the income from salary, which is irrelevant with the case of a HUF. And fourthly, from the gross total income so derived in the previous steps, certain standard deductions that are applicable from section 80C to 80U, including deductions that are applicable under section 80C, 80CC, 80CCC, 80D, 80DD, 80DDA, and all other relevant deductions have to be reduced from the gross total income. And after deducting or reducing all the deductions that are applicable to Hindu undivided family, the next step is to calculate the tax at applicable rates for Hindu undivided family. The prescribed rate is calculated for the same income or taxable income. Then after computing the taxable income at the rate specified in the Income Tax Act 1961, a rebate that is applicable to Hindu undivided family as per section 88E is calculated, and the same is deducted from the taxable income of a Hindu undivided family. And if at all the income of a Hindu undivided family or taxable income of a Hindu undivided family exceeds rupees 50 lakhs, but if it is below 1 crore, a surcharge of 10% is applicable on the same. But on the other hand, if the total income or taxable income of a Hindu undivided family exceeds rupees 1 crore, a surcharge of 15% is applicable to the same. And after calculating the surcharge as per the rates that are applicable, the next step is to calculate a special deduction that is applicable under any other section as implied in the law. And from the total taxes which is so calculated, the education cess at a rate of 2% and secondary and higher education cess at 1% is also computed and deducted. And once the taxable income is calculated and tax is calculated on the total taxable income, any tax deducted from source and any advance tax that is paid by the SSC or Hindu undivided family is also deducted from the taxable income in order to derive the total taxable income for a particular assessment year.